Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Season 5 zombie challenges and how to get them done. Most people make these videos about the walkthroughs, but they don't actually show any gameplay. I'm going to be showing you guys step by step how you guys can get these done the easiest way possible. Rooftop Escape is going to be your first set of challenges. This one's going to be the easiest one probably. Most of these challenges are going to be in Mauer Der Toten. So you're basically just going to be loading back into here most of these challenges. Around 21 you need to leave 3 different times to get this challenge. I recommend getting a death machine or a chopper gunner just to rally up the last 50 when you're leading. But this one's really simple. Train to kill is another relatively easy challenge. All you're using is the train to kill 50 zombies. The north side of the train is going to be coming from the mule kick side, and south is going to be the side facing West Berlin. So the best thing to do is as soon as you get these doors open when you come down West Berlin, or when you come down the side through the sewer, just basically train them up, rally them up through here, right here at the front where there's this open path, and then whatever side the north train comes on, or south train, just hop in the middle or hop on the railing to get it finished. This one's going to be relatively simple. It's just a tedious one, so it's going to be more time consuming than it is hard, but you'll get this one done really quick. Moving on to fast burn, for 1500 green salvage you can buy a flamethrower, and you need to kill 25 special enemies with this flamethrower. I was doing it in Mauer, and then I realized if you hop into Firebase, and if you know the Easter egg for Firebase C, you can do the essence trap and manipulate spawns so that every game, or every round I should say, you get 3 spawns for mimics. If you don't want to do the Easter egg, or you just don't know how to do the Easter egg on Firebase C, that's fine. You get enough spawns frequently on Firebase C that you'll be able to get this challenge done. Moving on to the next challenge is going to be slow burn. These are one of those challenges that you do not have to complete right now, because you're going to have another challenge later on that's get 1,000 kills with a 2-scoped weapon, and then another one that's like get 500 headshots with a shotgun. So you don't have to do this run right away. This can be one of the challenges that you just kind of leave and then you can progress with another challenge later. But if you do want to do this, I prefer that you find a map that you best train on. If you can find one of those maps, like if you like Mauer for the spot that's in your pack, or if you like Firebase C for the spot that's with the plane crash, whatever works best for you would be the easiest way to get this challenge done. Moving on to the next challenge, Badass is relatively simple also. You need to get 1,000 kills with the 3rd primary weapon of your meal kick. So once you get the power on, you go to the Wonder Fizz machine and you buy your meal kick. Any weapon that you get as your 3rd weapon, those will count towards the kills for that. So I did the Cerberus weapon on Mauer because you just need the black light with the claws. Super simple. If not, use a mystery box weapon or a weapon off the wall, and then just use like a custom mod that you have saved. This is also another challenge that you could wait till level 190 to complete. The Megadeath challenge requires 1,000 kills with the Cerberus, so if you decide to use this wonder weapon to track the kills for this challenge, you could actually do this challenge and that last challenge together. Moving on to Did It Crack, you're going to want stamina up for this challenge because you're going to be able to have to fall off of a building that's 60 meters or higher without any damage. You can do this on Sanatorium also, but this map usually is the one that spawns in because it was the most recent one on an update. So this is just the most common map that I get. Run up to the tippity tip top, and you're just going to want to jump straight off with no parachute. You can't use any portals, you can't use any grappling hooks. If you do use grappling hooks, you can actually attach to like the dragon side objectives, but that's about it. Bloodlust is going to be a melee weapon challenge. You're going to need to get 20 rapid kills with a melee weapon to earn 5 bloodbath medals. So you're going to need to basically get 100 kills rapidly back to back. So each round you could probably get 1 medal for each round if you rally them all up. You don't need to do it back to back to back. I mean, you could even hit somebody and then wait a few seconds to hit another person, you'll still be able to track this challenge. This next challenge is going to be getting kills with claws. So if you don't know how to do the steps for the Mauer Easter egg, all you need is the hands from the room in hotel room 305. You're going to need to brain rot one of your weapons so that they can break the door, and then there's going to be a zombie laying there and you'll just grab the hands. And then on round 10, Cransy Soldat will drop in, and once you kill Cransy Soldat, you'll get the battery so that you can build him. Once you've gotten him built, you just need kills with him. So once you call him in, basically just make him land in front of you. You'll notice on the bottom right that there's a walkie-talkie. That is to direct him, and it'll have like a little green mark on the floor. And then you're going to use that to basically direct for him to stand somewhere, and then basically just kill everybody that you need. You only need 50, so it should take 1 or 2 rounds. Back to having your gun brain rotted. You're going to need a brain rotted weapon for this next challenge. This challenge requires that you have a brain rotted disciple, and then you get kills with him. If you have the Tesla Storm Drain, or you have an insta-kill, drain their life, so it makes this challenge a lot quicker. It takes about 3 to 4 seconds for him to drain a full life, so if you have any of those things, it makes it a lot easier for him to do it. Impaired is one of those challenges where I feel like Treyarch just kind of runs out of ideas for these things. This is going to be a challenge that you need to get kills 5 meters height or above. I used these 2 zip lines on Mauer and just went back and forth across. So I'd get to the top, wait until some of them walked up there, and then just switch to the other side and just keep doing this again. It's kind of a goofy challenge, but it's going to be really easy to get, especially if you did what I did where I got an insta-kill. So you can tally them up really, really fast. Moving on to Tormented, this is probably going to be the hardest challenge out of all of them. It requires you to get 50 kills with the explosions of a Tormentor. So what I did is I used the Tesla Storm to just basically drain their lives as much as I could. Basically about to half, because that's what the Tormentor will... a Tormentor explosion is about a half a zombie's life on round 17. I would start this challenge on round 17 also, just because it's a lot easier to get 2 of them to spawn in, so you get it back to back. And then every round after that, or every 3 rounds I should say after that, you get 2 of them to spawn in again. So it is randomized. Sometimes you get none to spawn in on round 17, sometimes you get a few. So the best thing to do is this strat. This is going to be the easiest way than having to do round, I think 15, and then just waiting on the female rounds where you're just getting like 1 or 2 of them when you, like if you brain rot just 1 of them, it's just not the easiest thing. So this is going to be the fastest way to just get multiples of them quickly. This is going to be a clip of doing the Tormentor strat on round 15. You can do this strat and then just reset. It's just going to be a little bit more harder because you only get 4 or 5 each game. The other one you get like 10 to 15. So I just prefer doing that strat and then just rolling to 17 and then just keep hoping that you get 2 or 3 each game. Just basically rally them all up each round, and then if you don't see one that spawns in, just roll to the next round and then just keep doing that over and over again. The best way is through Tesla Storm, draining their life, and then brain rotting her so she explodes, and then that's going to be the easiest way. Too hot to handle is another really tedious challenge. You're gonna need to shoot the hand while he's draining you. I know it says player's life. They kind of worded it a little weird. It doesn't need to be a player's life. It just needs to be your life specifically, so that when you'll get a little notification. I think they added it because I'm pretty sure I've done this before and I haven't gotten the 10 plus for interrupted life. But they've added a new mechanic for the feature when he's draining you that you can cancel it out and then you get points for it, and then that's what this challenge tracks. So once you've done this a few times, you just gotta wait till he spawns in. If you want, you can just do it simultaneously on round 5 or 7 when he spawns in and then just reset. But I just kept going through the rounds until he came in. And I think you only need about 4 disciples because you get 3 or 4 of them on each one before he dies. On the Suck It Up challenge, if you get lucky enough on the Mule Kick perk, you'll be able to keep the LT53 when you throw it. So when you throw it, sometimes you get to keep it. That's the only reason I did it on Die Machine. There's other ways you can do it on the Easter egg or the side Easter egg from Mauer, where you throw the grenade into the sewer hole, and you always will get the LT53 for free. And then you'll have the Mule Kick on you, and you can hopefully get it for free. It's 25% chance that you'll get it back, so it's worth a shot to have it while you do it. I mean, it's 1,500 salvage just to buy it. They did lower it, used to be 2,000, but that's going to be the easiest way to get this challenge done. Moving on to Jackalope. Jackalope is just jackrabbit medals that you need to acquire during an objective. I tried doing it while you're on the map, but it doesn't track. It has to be during an objective, so transport or even an HVT is probably the best challenges that you can get for this. If you do an HVT, just basically get him to where he's on his last transport for his life and just keep milking the people that he spawns out. If not, transport's another really good one I noticed because they just constantly spawn in as you're driving. But if you get either one of those challenges, that's going to be the fastest way. If you don't, the escort or anything like that are also going to be really easy to do. There's going to be a few challenges that I won't mention in this video. Limbo, Weather the Storm, Scope It Out, and Aim for the Sky are all challenges that you can complete simultaneously on the side while you're completing these. Limbo is probably going to be the one that's going to be the most confusing. It's staying in the death strip for 5 rounds. The death strips are going to be the area with the security towers on Mauer. So it's the little strip that's right next to the Pack-a-Punch area in Mauer. That's going to be the section that you need to stay in for 5 rounds. With Heavy Metal, you can roll to round 10 and then reset each game, or you can just roll around. He spawns in about every 6 to 7 rounds, so it's going to be the easiest way. Is if you want, you can reset, but it's up to you. Moving on to the last challenge, you need 1,000 kills with the Cerberus weapon. If you don't know how to do the Easter egg on Mauer Der Toten, that's fine. You can just get the weapon through the mystery box. If you do, the relatively easy challenge for you. You just need 1,000 kills with this weapon, so probably around 25, something like that, and you'll get this challenge done real quick. Once you're done with that, you'll be completed with all the Season 5 zombie challenges, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you can, drop a like and subscribe. Thank you for everything, you guys.